Well, I guess the internet ran out of porn because you're watching Electric Football with
Stu Pace and
Steve Brown.
Mike Thomas. All I want for Christmas is a Mike Thomas jersey. Oh, Mike Thomas, I love you, I love you. And now back to electric football.
Okay, who is Mike Thomas?
He's the guy they signed midweek, never took a practice snap with the Dolphins, and intercepted Brady! Ha ha ha!
There you go, folks. I covered that. Anyway, we're going to let Stu handle the first game because it is Miami at
Okay,
Buffalo.
Miami lost to Buffalo in South Florida, so I'm not very confident that this is a game we can play, that we can win. We've been playing better.
You can definitely play it.
Yeah, we can definitely play well, if you've seen him play most of the time. We have been playing better of late, and there is some confidence that goes along with that. But Buffalo can spoil here. They've got a really good running game, and it's not a strength of ours for some reason this year with Paul Saleh out. It could be a weakness for us. I'm taking Miami, but not confidently.
Buffalo actually controls Stewart's destiny because Miami could win out and New England could end up screwed. And that would be Buffalo losing to Miami and then beating New England at New England.
And New England has to lose this week to, we'll get to the game later, but yeah, Miami could win the division.
Ha! Mike Thomas! So I'm going to take Miami, and I think Stu is too.
Okay, yeah.
Let's move on to the second game, and this is a great game. Saints at Panthers.
Yeah.
Stu, you want to lead away?
Well, here's the thing. This is for the division. There's an extra week left, but this is going to decide who's got the edge. I don't know who the Panthers play in the last game of the season, but it's at home. The Panthers are home against the Saints. The Saints aren't good on the road. The Panthers have been playing very solid football, especially on defense. I'm taking the Panthers to win an outside game here against a very suddenly toothless Saints team.
All right. Hey, audience, do we go against Drew Brees twice in a row?
Never!
All right, so we're taking
We're filmed before a live audience.
Live audience today, folks. I'm taking the Saints to upset the Panthers
Really?
and
Okay.
to upset all the Panther fans out there.
Poor Panther fans.
All right, so now we move on to the Vikes at the Bengals.
I'll let the Viking fan take it.
I got to tell you, I was disappointed in the Vikings last week because we freaking won. Do you not want a quarterback ever? Get a low draft pick. I know that's horrible, and I feel conflicted about it, but I'm also constipated and hungover, so I don't care. All right?
I can't move out of screen, so I'm here.
The Bengals are like a pretty fat girl. You keep looking at them and trying to make them look better, and you're like, what? I think I could. I really kind of like. She's got a nice face. I don't know how they managed to lose the games they lose, but they're not losing against the Vikings
Two
at
words,
home.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
I liked Andy Dalton.
I
Anyway,
know. Did you see him the other night?
I'm taking. Yes, I did. And who woke Pittsburgh up midway through the season? What, they get the shock paddles out? Anyway, I'm taking the Bengals because it matters to them and it doesn't matter to my Vikes, and I actually want a low draft pick.
I'm going to take your Vikings this week. I have lost confidence in Cincinnati. You liked them a little coming into the season.
I did.
I'm not a Ginger fan. I don't like him. He proved to be awful when it counts. I mean, Pittsburgh's playing for nothing except to piss off Bengals fans, and they did it extremely well. I think they're showing signs of crumbling, and the Vikings have nothing to lose. They're playing balls out. If AP gets back in the game, watch out.
All right, Broncos at Texans, and the Broncos are coming off of a very disappointing game. They're going against a team that's having a very, very disappointing season. Already cost their coach his job. I don't know what to tell you. What's going to wake the Texans up? Not this week. Broncos. Manning sets the record for TD passes. He breaks Tom Brady's thing, proving himself to be the best regular season quarterback, and not the best postseason quarterback unless he can take them through. And a weird thing, Manning is on both ends of the QB ratings right now because Manning is the most, Peyton the most touchdowns, and Eli by far the most interceptions.
Wow, yeah, it's pretty frightening. Denver.
All right. Jags Titans, and we've been on a Jags
Well, I'm
recently.
jacksing off, if that's the word I was looking for.
Wowza!
Yes.
Everybody funny. Now you funny
Now
too.
you funny too. I can't get the front run, let alone the back run.
I'm glad she ain't getting none of it. Sorry, a little George Thorogood for you.
All right.
A little impromptu Thorogood. Stu Pace and the Destroyers. Anyway, I'm taking the Titans at home, more physical team, and with more weapons on offense. So give me the Titans. Yes.
Yeah, Jacksonville won the first meeting, so let's just say Titans.
All right, Colts Chiefs. Here's a great game. Chiefs got back on the winning side of things. Colts.
Wait, Jamal Charles just scored again. It's Tuesday.
You know, going way back to my bitterness about fantasy, Why the hell were they giving Thomas Jones the ball when Jamal Charles is this damn good?
Who the hell knows?
Good God. At home, with a chance to solidify playoff seeding and the better running game, give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know if this helps the Chiefs or not. I think they're kind of locked into that seed that they're in. I don't think they can do anything about it. But I think they're just going to tune up here and take it out on Andrew Luck, who will get, it doesn't matter what happens in Indianapolis here. They're definitely locked in. They're the 4 seed. There's no doubt about it. They can't improve. They might even pull some people if it gets ugly.
They can if Denver loses.
Who's that guy over there? The Italian guy named Paul.
I don't know, but he was supporting my theory, so God bless you. Anyway, Cowboys at Redskins. And as a Viking fan, I just want to say, well, first off, I need a tissue. Let's call
Do you
timeout
do
for a
too?
second.
Okay, I'll talk to you. La, la, la. You're on hold. La,
Oh,
la, and
that's
Steve's back.
There's a bad moment. It's cold out there, folks. Anyway, Cowboys at Redskins. Tony Romo is my hero. As a Viking fan this year, the only thing I've got enjoyment out of is watching him melt down and throw crucial interception after crucial interception. The only thing else that's better to watch is the play calling, where they're gashing them for first downs. They're running 7-8 yards a carry. We're up 19 freaking points. Let's start throwing the ball like it's Madden. Oh my! And have you not noticed that Tony Romo? I mean, do they not watch their own team? He has a tendency to throw big late picks. Anyway, they're still going to beat the Redskins because RG3.
After all that?
Yes. RG3 is out for his own good, evidently. Mike Shanahan's The Walking Dead. He's in a zombie. So give me the Cowboys to win this one.
I'm taking
Oh, and Des Bryant left early because he didn't want anyone to see him cry. I'm on air with snot bubbling out of my nose.
Mom's
You
a
don't see
prostitute.
me walking away.
Anyway, I think Kirk Cousins beats them. Everybody beats the Dallas defense, and I think Kirk Cousins and Washington, just to make Shanahan's blood pressure explode even more, actually beat a team like Dallas in this. And then you say goodbye to Jason Garrett and Tony Romo. There's no friggin' way that they make it back to Dallas next season.
I don't think Jason Garrett does. I think Tony Romo does.
I think Mrs.
Was,
Garrett makes it back before Jason Garrett
a
does.
lot of that was play call. That was horrible. Anyway, what are we up to? Browns at Jets?
Yeah, Browns.
Okay, there it's covered.
It's an in-depth review.
I'll actually take Jets.
Okay. Bucks Rams.
Bucks Rams, good game, surprisingly good game. Tough defenses. The question about Tavon Austin's ability to get on the field. The Bucks have both teams actually have very good defensive lines. I'm going to take the Rams in this one. They've shown during the season they've shown the ability to be an explosive offense. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, I like the Rams. They're playing hot ball. They're home. Why not? I mean, Tampa Bay, I don't know if Sheehan will be back. I thought he, in the beginning of the season, it looks like he was gone. Middle of the season, he's definitely got these guys playing. And then they're sort of like, again. So I'm taking the Rams in the hopes that Shiano's back in New Jersey working off the house we built them.
All right. Cards at Hawks. And the Cardinals have had a great season in the wrong division. They would be right in the thick of things with everybody else. And now they have to go, I believe their schedule, I could be wrong on this, folks, I'm a little hungover, but I believe their schedule, Christmas party last night, is Hawks in Seattle,
and then
49ers.
San Fran, I think.
Could it be at San Fran?
You're right.
Thank you, audience. Could it be any worse for the Cardinals? They are not.
Lock that door.
They are not winning this game. They may win next week if the 49ers have nothing left to play for. But the Hawks are on a serious roll. They are my Super Bowl pick at present. Plus, we also have nothing but Seahawks fans.
Mr. Out on a limb there.
Yeah, we have nothing but Seahawks fans.
I'm picking the Jets to not be in the playoffs.
I'm picking the favorite to win. That's gutsy prognostication before you.
I bet you Boston wins the 2013 World Series.
Give me the Hawks.
Holy crap, am I on a roll?
Go ahead, pick the Cards then, tough guy.
I'm not, because last year at this time they got crushed 58-0 by Seattle. Do you think they're not going to do that again? 58-0.
58-0. Cardinals are a much improved
No
team.
way.
All right. Giants at Lions. And the Giants today put their pride on the injured reserve list. It's out for the rest of the season. Eli Manning's 5 interceptions solidified he's going to beat Geno Smith in the race for the most interceptions in New York City and most in the NFL.
Wow.
It almost appeared.
Prepared.
I'm never prepared. It almost appeared that the Giants' offense just walked off the field, Des Bryant style, before that game. They didn't cross the 50 in the first half. I don't think.
And they brought the Seahawks equipment into the locker room with them, so when they come back in February, they know where it is.
Anyway, But the Lions also have that fat girl trying to make her look good tendency. You look at the team
Yeah.
and you say to yourself, I think our YouTube player just crashed.
I don't know what happened there.
Anyway,
Okay.
you look at the team and you go, all right, they've got great defensive linemen. They've got a supposedly great quarterback. They've got the best wide receiver in the game. They've got a versatile running back in Reggie Bush. And they still managed to implode. This division was theirs for the taking.
Yep.
They have refused to take it. They are trying to hand it to Chicago, and they're going to win this game.
Every
The
time
Lions are
I'm
still going to
telling
win.
you, I really wasn't watching. I had the game on last night, but every time I looked up, Torrey Smith was no one around him for 15 yards. He's the only guy they're throwing to, and the guy was open all night long. Detroit's terrible. I'm going to take the Lions here because they're home, and I think the Giants are going to leave half the guys at home too, and Tom Coughlin's just going to stand there like this.
You do wonder about his future. Anyway, Pats at Ravens. Please stop. It's hurting me. Pats at Ravens. Ravens came away with a big win. I'm going to rant here for 2 seconds. One of the things that's weird about football now is a 60-yard field goal is no
Yeah.
longer a big deal. We didn't even mention Matt Prater setting the record. And I missed the old, I love the stories of Tom Dempsey and his club foot.
Yep.
Kicking the longest field goal ever, big fat guy. But it used to be in the 70s, a 40-yard field goal was nail biting time,
Yep.
and now a 60-yard field goal is I'll probably make it. The kicking game is one of the things that is actually hurting football. It's gotten so good, and they're refusing to let them run back kickoffs for
Right.
the most time. That it's changed the game. Maybe they need to stretch the field. Maybe
Really?
we need to go to 120 yards. I don't know. But I don't want indoor football where every possession is a score. Anyway, Pats Ravens. Pats disappointed big time. They didn't disappoint Stu.
Not me at all.
Ravens came through.
Did I mention Mike Thomas?
Ravens came through in an ugly field goal laden game. I honestly believe that the Ravens are a more talented team, and they are at home. I think the Pats are in trouble. I think all the injuries are finally catching up with them. I don't think Julian Edelman can put up 150 yards a game. I think Danny Amendola can be shut down. Give me the Ravens.
I'm taking them too here. Both teams would like to win. I think the Ravens need them more. The Patriots, unless they lose the final game, they're going to win the division. I really don't see that happening. The only thing is that Flacco's okay. He took a pretty ugly little shot to the bottom of his leg there. It bent funny. I don't know if he's hurt. I didn't read anything about it today, but I am going to take Baltimore. They've got the better defense by far, and certainly their offensive talent is intact. So I'm taking Baltimore.
Raiders Chargers used to be a great game. Isn't this week? Give me the Chargers easy in this one.
Yeah, they're out of the playoffs for the most part, unless some 14 teams collapse. Let's see who shows up. But I'm going to take Rivers and company here. They have been playing very well in the second half. Had a big win last week. I'm going to take them here too.
All right, I'm going to let Stu do Pack Steelers, and I'm going to chime in afterwards.
Okay, Packers are on life support. Aaron Rodgers is possibly playing. He's going to practice today, but I'm practicing too, and there's no chance I'm starting. So the Steelers just showed in the last couple games, once they lost to Miami, that when they want to play well, they can kick the living crap out of you. It's in Pittsburgh. I think an old rivalry that we used to love to watch all the time. I don't remember them meeting each other in a long time here. Super Bowl. But, regular season when it's in somebody's house. I got to get rid of this guy. Get the exterminator. I like Pitts this time.
All right. I'm actually going to go against you on this. I love the Eddie Lacy running game.
Did he buy you a beer? That's fine.
And I surprised, Matt Flynn in the second half of that game was unstoppable, and he's had moments like that.
Moments.
Yeah, well, he's
Mind
had games like that.
Roethlisberger's had rings like that.
No, that's true. And the Steelers, as I said earlier, somebody woke them up around the middle of the season and said, "Guys, start playing." But I'm gonna just go out on a limb here. I'm taking the Packs. I think Matt Flynn might have one of those games, and the fans go wild.
Wah, 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 wah. Bears Eagles, the game of the week. Oh, the game of the week, and you know who's not in it? Mike Thomas from Miami.
All right.
Either team wins and they clinch their division. So this is absolutely, tell the family to go to bed. This is the game you're going to sit down with your pipe or your cigar, a thing of popcorn, and a six-pack of beer, and you're going to watch this game because you're stupid if you don't. It's the battle of the quarterbacks in this case, though, and I think Philly gets to take a taste of a loss at home here by a charged-up Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall. I think these guys are playing at the top of their game right now, and I don't care who's throwing it to them. I don't know why they went away from McCown, but Cutler's throwing it to him too.
Yeah, Cutler's got pictures of Trustman's wife or
I'm
something.
telling you.
There's something strange
Yeah.
going on there. I mean,
his wife's hot though, right? Cutler's wife is pretty hot.
I
Well, I don't watch.
I
You know, I
don't
don't
know.
watch porn, but I've heard.
We know Ryan Tannehill's wife is
Yes,
pretty hot,
we do.
and he's got a
But
little
she didn't intercept Brady.
little itty bitty dog. Anyway, Bears with a strong running game. Bears with a slightly better secondary. The Vikings were able. I mean, Matt Castle looked like a hero
Honest to God.
against the Eagles. Eagles' home field advantage can turn on them really quickly if they don't jump out early, and just nobody gives them credit. But Matt Forte, versatile, pound it on you, breaks some long runs, great receiver, picks up the blitz. Give me the Bears.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears here too. I like their defense. I like Matt Forte. I think the Bears can stop the kind of attack that Philly has, and I'm taking them here too.
All right. And then we finish up with the Monday Nighter, which is Falcons at 49ers.
As I said, stay awake and send everyone to bed. You know, Sunday night. Everybody gather around and watch the rebroadcast of The Sound of Music live, because this is a stinker.
Did you actually watch that?
I did, because I love The Sound of Music.
Really?
Yeah, the music is really incredible.
Okay.
Just saying.
Is that doe a deer, a female deer?
Okay, that's yeah. Okay.
All right.
You are
49ers,
16 going on losing.
Gore, a real male Gore.
Far-
Gonna run all over the
Get the
Falcons.
far away from me.
The Falcons have definitely improved. 49ers need this game. Falcons don't. At home, heavy dose of Gore. Kaepernick just needs to run when he doesn't have an open wide receiver. And the 49ers defense should be able to shut down the Falcons pretty easily.
Yeah.
Give me the 49ers in a rout.
I think so too. And interesting, this could be Gonzalez's last season with Atlanta. Think he goes back to Kansas City with them being pretty good for one more try?
You know what? If I was him, I'd try one more.
I would, because he's still very good.
I would come off the bench for 3 plays if
Yeah.
they could make it to a Super Bowl.
Honest to God.
All right.
Charles needs a break.
Oh, Jamal Charles needs a break. According to Paul, the Italian guy sitting in a bar.
We had the
What the hell if I am?
we had the Jamal Charles love fest before because he wins us fantasy championships.
Woo!
You, even if they gave the ball to Thomas Jones. Anyway,
Didn't Thomas Jones do Blinded Me with Science?
that's Thomas Dolby,
Okay.
one of my favorites.
No wonder.
Anyway,
No wonder he
that's-
never did well in my fantasy. I had a musician.
you were playing Thomas Dolby. I've been blinded by something. Anyway, that's electric football. Wrapping it up. I'm Steve Brown. I
I'm
think.
Stu Pace. I'm pretty sure. I'm not Mike Thomas. Did I mention Mike Thomas tonight?
And all right, and if we can do this, hold on a second. That's our live
Yay!
audience. Oh, God
Yep.
bless them.
That's Raul and Sanchez.
All right.
They were clearing the parking lot. We had some snow. We invited them in for a beer, and they're like, "We don't want to come up for the beer, man. You know what I'm saying? We just want to go home. It's so cold. We're so freaking cold." But we got them for a beer.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.